I think a lot of us struggle to meet our own goals because we are too focused on what people think. We care about people's opinions, other people's thoughts over our own. And it's not that a person shouldn't consider what other people think, but what other people think shouldn't be more important than what you think and do. I'm reminded of a story my mom used to tell me when I was a little boy. She used to tell me about the story with a man who'd walk with a donkey. So there was just a hot day, a man was walking with a donkey and he had an umbrella. So this man was just walking next to his donkey, but he was holding an umbrella. And as he was walking, he meets a stranger, and the stranger says to him, hey man, you're such a silly man, why would you hold the umbrella, walk next to your donkey? Why don't you ride the donkey? And so the man then hops on the donkey, and as he's going, he meets another person, and the person says, hey, what a cruel person you are, man. It's on such a hot day, you are riding a donkey and you're using the umbrella for yourself. Why don't you hop off the donkey and give the donkey some shade? So the man hops off the donkey, holds the umbrella for the donkey. So they walk, and as they're moving on, they meet another person who says, hey man, what a foolish person you are. You have this donkey, but you're not riding it, and you are using an umbrella for the donkey. Why don't you cover yourself? And the man then listens to that person, and then he holds the umbrella for himself, and he continues. And so the story goes that the man did all these things because he couldn't think for himself. And I find that's where a lot of people struggle. We listen to too many people and miss our own purpose. And I think part of it is misunderstanding certain things. And I think the one thing that we misunderstand is that there are only a few things that we can control and things that we can't control. A human being is able to control their thoughts, their feelings, their behavior, their actions, their words. And a human being can't really control other people's thoughts, other people's feelings, other people's behaviors, other people's actions, other people's words. We can't control those. And a confusion where a person thinks they can control all those, then that person is going to struggle to assert themselves in the world, to make a dent in the world, to be the person they need to be. Because if they have to meet a goal, they have to check with 1,000 other people before they even act. So it is very important to understand what we control and what we can't control. And if you focus on you, on competing with you from yesterday, competing with the past version of yourself, maximizing on today so that tomorrow you can be someone else, that focusing on things that you can control really better somebody's life versus focusing on other people's opinions, on other people's ideas, on other people's suggestions, you know. And so it is worthwhile bearing in mind that as the world unfolds, it is very important to control how we perceive things. You know, somebody could see a business idea you have as bad, or a relationship you're in as bad, but it depends on what you see. It's better for a person to succeed in life when they think about what they perceive. We control what we perceive. We control what we decide to do. We control on what we want to act on. And so that we control. What other people do, what other people say, what other people think of us, what other people say when we're not around, that we don't control, and it's not important. In fact, it's none of our business what other people think of us. What is more important is what we think of ourselves and where we are going in life. So if you have a low self-esteem because you focus on what other people say, then you might want to change that. You might want to think about what you are good at and where you want to go and what is important to you. Because what is important to you is what you'd be willing to bear and carry, not so much what other people say.